My neighbor accidentally saved my marriage while trying to steal my Wi-Fi. I caught my husband texting another woman at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday. When I confronted him, he said it was nothing and that I was being crazy. But I knew something was wrong because he started hiding his phone and working late every night. Our marriage was falling apart. We stopped talking, stopped eating dinner together, and I was seriously thinking about calling a lawyer. The only thing keeping me sane was binge watching Netflix to distract myself from the mess my life had become. But then our internet started acting weird. It would cut out randomly, usually right in the middle of a show. At first I thought it was just our crappy router, but then I noticed it only happened when my neighbor Jake was home. Jake lived in the apartment next to us and was this weird guy in his 30s who still lived with his mom. He worked nights at some warehouse and was always complaining about money. I'd see him through his window sometimes, hunched over his laptop in the dark. One night, the internet died again right when I was watching the finale of a show I'd been obsessed with for weeks. I was so frustrated that I decided to check our router settings to see what was going on. That's when I found it. Someone named Jake's phone was connected to our network. This guy had been stealing our Wi-Fi for months. I was furious, but then I had an idea. Instead of just kicking him off, I decided to mess with him a little. I changed our Wi-Fi password and renamed our network to Pay for Your Own Internet Jake. The next morning, I heard him banging on our door. When I opened it, he was standing there in his pajamas looking embarrassed. He started apologizing and begging me to give him the password back because he couldn't afford internet and needed it for work applications. I felt bad for him, so I made a deal. I'd give him the password if he helped me figure out what my husband was really doing on his phone. Jake was actually pretty good with computers, and he said he could help me recover deleted messages if I really wanted to know the truth. 2 days later, Jake came over with his laptop while my husband was at work. He connected to our computer and showed me how to see everything that had been sent from our home network. What we found wasn't cheating texts, it was way worse. My husband had been gambling online, thousands of dollars on sports betting sites, poker games, and random casino apps. He'd lost our entire savings account, maxed out 3 credit cards, and had even taken out a loan against our car. Jake helped me screenshot everything and told me I needed to call a lawyer immediately, not for divorce, but to protect myself financially. He even gave me the number of his cousin who worked at a credit union. When my husband came home that night, I had all the evidence printed out on our kitchen table. He broke down crying and admitted he had a serious gambling problem. He'd been lying about working late because he was actually at a casino downtown. We ended up going to couples therapy and he got help for his addiction. It took 2 years, but we paid off all the debt and our marriage is actually stronger now than it ever was before. Jake became one of our closest friends. We pay for his internet now, and he comes over for dinner every Sunday. He actually met his girlfriend at one of our barbecues, and they're talking about getting engaged.